Let's switched it to tomorrow. Let's give this a pause real quick. Let's pause that. What's going on, beautiful world? How you guys doing, man? I'm just kind of getting everything settled in. I don't know if you guys are on or not, but we getting started right now. So let's make this thing happen. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. It's been a long one, man. We got the snow in and everything else. And for those that's first time on, this is the 1028. And I just want to say, how's everybody doing, man? Don't forget, you guys can also comment in the comment section. I got that thing up, so if anybody's on here, say hello, give me a high five, give me a wave. Just trying to get everything settled with, man, I'm trying to get everything settled on here with Facebook and get everything rocking, man. I got the comment section up with Facebook and get everything rocking, man. All right, we are in. We are in. Knew you heard a little bit of the feedback, but let's make this thing happen, man. How's everybody doing? How's everything going? Let's turn this off right here so you guys can see my face, my beautiful, beautiful face. I'm gonna turn this right here to the main view, so I'm talking to you. And let's get it rocking, man. All right, so today, man, today was one of those days, man. I really wanted to get on here. I wasn't actually going to get on here, but I wanted to hop on here today to really address how I deal with days that nothing seems to go right. You ever heard that saying where it says, if everything is going right and it feels like nothing can go wrong, and that everything is just, all the stars align, that shall pass. And that's true. Nothing lasts forever, not good times. And there's also another part of that saying that says if everything is going wrong, it feels like you can't do nothing right. You can't get right. Like that man off of Life, you can't get right. That feeling, um, that too shall pass. And today was one of those days where it wasn't. Ooh, it wasn't one of those days where everything went right. It was one of those days where it seemed like everything just started to fall apart, and I start to get overwhelmed with everything that's happening with not just, how can I say this? Not just the podcast situation here, but just in life in general. I got a call this morning that woke me up. That was it was one of those calls you ain't trying to get. So that's kind of how my day started at 4:30. I really can't talk on that, but after that, I had a podcast with a good friend of mine's, which was actually was pretty dope. A good friend of mine's named the Mad Rabbit, Christian Miller, did a positive painting project mural right up here in Sharpsburg, and I'm actually gonna drop that podcast soon. That went really good, but it started to seem like everything went turned for the worst. It felt like the world was crashing in on me, like uh like the gods had their foot on my chest because it seemed like everything else that I had planned for the day just went to crap. Just went to crap. Nothing worked out the way it was supposed to. And I had to it started getting to the point was like, man, I'm doing this, I can't do this or I can't do that. And I don't have enough stuff to do this. I don't have enough time to do that. And it just started to snowball. This feeling of I can't get it done. I'm not good enough. I start doing that self sabotaging ill talk that you're never supposed to do to yourself. Well, that start happening, and it happens to the best of us. It happens to pretty much everyone in the world. I don't care if you look up to him. It probably happened to Kobe Bryant. It probably happened to Michael Jordan for some time. It probably even happened to Michael Jackson. He thought he was bad, but he wasn't as bad as he thought sometimes. But it was that self doubt talk that started to creep into my mind, and I opened up my handy dandy book. This is a book that I put a lot of my phrases that I hear that I like. I put quotes. I put notes in from books that I'm reading, and there was a quote that came up here that I wanted to speak with y'all, man. It says, "Never let what you cannot do affect what you can do." How about that? Never let what you cannot do affect what you can do. I read that quote and I was like, goodness gracious, thank goodness I wrote it down. But it made me think about it, man. You know, today went to crap. Nothing went right. And I kept thinking about the things I can't do right now. But I was not, when times happen like that, what I do is to try to combat that feeling is I try to feel some sort of, I try to take a moment and be grateful. Be grateful. I think of the people that I grew up with when I was younger that are no longer here. They didn't even have a chance to make it past, some of them didn't even make it to 18, where I'm 30, I'm at the age where I got to count what I am. I got to do math. I'm 36. Damn, I almost forgot that. I'm 36 and I'm grateful that I was able to make it this far. Where there's some people that don't make it past 18. There's some people that don't make it past 21. I know we all have friends that probably departed from this world early, and they didn't even get a chance to see what their full potential is. And I'm it's moments, it's things like that that recalibrate my thinking. Let me switch cameras. They they put me back into being present and not looking ahead and being fearful of the future, but being appreciative and having appreciation for the present. And those moments of being grateful remind me, that it's not that bad. It's never that bad. Like I said in one of the last lives that I had, I said, you have 100% success rating of surviving every crappy day that you ever experienced. We're perfect at that. Everybody who's listening to this actually has a perfect score with that. So, what that reminds me of is that to say, it's never that bad. I can always, long as I got breath on my lips, I can make a change of whatever the situation is. I can always adjust. You know what I mean? And it's a lot easier said than done. So much easier said than done. Because even though I know that and my ability to understand that, I still struggle with it. There's still a balancing act. I still feel like I'm on in the middle of a seesaw and I'm trying to keep both sides level every time a situation happens. Even if I'm equipped with the information to combat the negative feeling. So wild, man. Um, there was a master class that I seen with. Let me refresh this. There was a master class that I seen with somebody that I thoroughly enjoyed. His name is he's a famous scientist, and his name is eluding me right now. But he said something. He said we know enough to think we're right, but don't know enough to know when we're wrong. And I know that's a crazy that's like left field from the conversation I was just having. But what I got from that, the beautiful thing I got from that is I know enough to get me this far, but I still have to learn so much more to get me further. Um, because I still, even though that I understand things, I will understand them more as time goes on. And what that brings me to is this: is that you know, patience is part of the process, and it's something I struggle with. Having the patience to understand that it may not make sense now, or why these things are happening, or why I can't, or why I'm unable to, um, what's the word? Unable to conquer a goal or something of that nature when I have all the information the way I want to, is because I gotta get better. I gotta understand where I'm at now is not maybe where I want to be at, but it's where I'm at. So I have to um, continue to critique or continue to twist that knob to keep adjusting to get it to the point where it's something that I can digest. And I hope this is making sense. But for anybody that's on, man, send me say it, like a do a like or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be on here just by myself. But if you are coming on and you are coming on a little late, please understand that all of these streams, all of these, I can call them podcasts, but they're really not. They're more like lives. You can go to any one of these channels right down here and follow them or watch them, rewatch them. So you can go onto the YouTube channel, which is the 1028 podcast, or you can go onto the 1028 podcast on Facebook, the Facebook group, where all of these will be reposted. So don't worry if you're coming on late. You're not. You could always rewatch this, and I would appreciate it if you do because it'll let me know what type of content is really starting to hit for you guys and what's not. So the numbers are something that helps me identify what else I need to really start tapping on or how I can critique these things to or curate them to the point where I'm putting out content that's actually going to bring you guys value. So that's what this is about. So to continue, as my day got crappier and crappier, it seems like when things are going south, we tend to nudge it further south instead of pulling it the opposite direction. So as my days start to crumble, and I thought, oh, it couldn't get any worse than this. It couldn't get any, it couldn't get any more horrible. The snow came today in Pittsburgh. If you guys are in the Pittsburgh area, you know what I'm talking about, man. We got our first official snowfall, and the weather's changing. And a lot of times around this time of year, there's a lot of people that struggle, including myself, that struggle with this depression, this dark feeling of anxiety. For one, I think you know our bodies are like clocks. You know what I mean? They react to certain things at certain times differently. So when it comes down to it, we got Christmas coming up, which is creating a whole bunch of anxiety, especially if you're a parent and money may be tight and you're trying to figure out how to create this beautiful little miracle that we do for our babies every year and how to even do it better, make sure that they get what they need. So that causes anxiety. Also, you got the holidays. The end of the year is full of so many things that take so much funds to make happen, such as Thanksgiving, um, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate. There's gift buying. Then we got New Year's, trying to create something better for the following year, trying to make our tomorrows better than our yesterdays. It creates a whole bunch of anxiety, guys. I know. And a lot of times around this year, if you look at the numbers, there's a lot more admissions to places where mental health is given treatment because of that. The cold weather as well does it for a lot of people. But I want you to remember this, man. You always have somebody. There's always some avenue out there where you can grab onto, or there's somebody you can call. If you don't have somebody, you can always come on here, and I can try to talk with you personally. I don't have no problem. DM me or whatever like that. Now I'll give you a holler, and maybe we can talk about it. I just want to let you know you're not by yourself, and this channel is for y'all. For us to conversate and for us to bring those type of conversations. I really want to do a segment on that. Um, where we talk about how we overcome our anxieties and and things like that when it comes to these holidays and this cold winter in East Coast. See, you guys in the West Coast don't understand, man. Yeah, it's always sunny in California, all that good stuff. But over here in this side of the world, we got to survive half the year. We don't get to just go outside and enjoy the weather like y'all do over there. It's a little different, man. It's a little different over here. We can die outside. Being outside too long in this cold weather. That's why I think us on the East Coast got a little edge. And no knock on y'all on the West Coast, but we cut from a different cloth over here. God damn it. Guys, I just wanted to come on here and riff a little bit, man. I wanted to talk about my day, and I want to continue to do this uh, at least 5 times a week. I think I can keep that up. That's my goal. My goal was around 3 to 4, but I want to push for 5, and really start getting y'all used to seeing my face. Hopefully, I'm not bugging y'all out too much, but go out there, man. I just wanted to stop in and say hello. But since we on here, I'm gonna keep it going, man. I'm gonna keep it going. Since I got this beautiful little book out of different notes, um, I'm just kind of talking about. I don't really need this. Oh my goodness, this book is crazy. So I got another one for you. Right on your journey, it is more important not to aimlessly follow. You must have intent on the direction you choose. For putting thought behind every action increases your probability of success. Whoa, I was on one when I wrote that. That was January 3rd, 21. So that was about a year ago. So since I just read that, let me tell you what my goal is for this channel. If you know anybody out there that wants to do a podcast, what I want to do is I want to create a network. Yeah, a lot of times they say keep your goals to yourself, but this is something I need to put out into the universe and put this energy out there. I want to create a podcast. I want to create a podcast network with not just shows like myself, like my show. I want to have other people with other perspectives on the world come to this studio and have shows with their friends. I don't even have to be a part of the actual podcast. I can help with the production. And I want to create a team of podcasters that are putting content in the world that can bring value to the listeners and also entertain. Don't forget, this is part of the entertainment business. So if you are out there, if you are out in the world and you want to do a podcast, you really you don't know where to go. You don't have a place where you can go record. You don't know the technical stuff that it takes. You don't have the equipment. Have no fear. This is what my business is. So the 1028 podcast studio, this place that I'm sitting in right now, is built for conversation. It is built for those out there that want to have a podcast, that want to sit down and do this thing, but don't know the back end stuff. They don't know the equipment. They don't know how to put it out. That's what we do here. We take care of all of that stuff. We take all that out of the equation. What we do is all of that. And all you have to do is come here and do the podcast. All you have to do is come here and talk and communicate. And we take care of all the back end stuff. So if you know somebody looking for a podcast studio to do their podcast, that could be comedy, that can be political, it could be just entertainment, it could just be talking to their Facebook groups if that's what they want to do. Tell them come here. Tell them come here. We got you. Trying to see. Hopefully you guys can hear me, man. Come here. We got you. All right. So we still on. We still live. I like to keep these things about. I like to keep these things about 25 to 30 minutes. So we got a little bit more time, and I'm gonna get back to that statement, man. Don't aimlessly go after your goals, man, because you'll be running into circles. And that kind of, I think, is something that I'm dealing with right now today. Not being clear of the outcome of what I want when I do something. And what that does is while I'm in the action of doing something, even though I don't know exactly what I'm doing, I tend to be unclear of my approach, and my probability of success goes down. So how do I fix that? I fix that by setting a goal. So that's what I'm doing. I'm setting a goal. And I'm going to do it right here on live. I'm going to set a goal right here today. Today is what? November 15th? It's 8 o'clock. In 1 year from today, that podcast network is going to be up and running that I'm talking about, that I want to do. It's not going to just be up and running. It's going to be thriving. It's not going to just be thriving. It's going to be bringing value to anybody that's clicking on the channel. It's not going to just be that. Uh, it's going to help people. It's going to help people. In a year from today, you can mark my words and put it in my calendar. 11/15. It's November 15th. November 15th, 2023. You're going to see my channel all across the world. All across the world. I'm putting that into the universe. I'm speaking that into existence. I am telling you that that is part of it. That's what's happening. So, for those out there that believe, that is what I need from you. I don't need anything else but your belief. If you follow the channel, if you this is a channel that you're going to be following, I'm gonna let you know. You're gonna find something on here that's gonna make one of your days better. And I think we're gonna end it right there. I'm gonna stop with that goal. But besides that, guys, go out there in this beautiful world. Go do something beautiful. The world's counting on your dopeness. Um, and remember, this world's a blank canvas, and it's up to us. It is up to us. You are watching the 1028, goddammit, and it is up to us to create a masterpiece together, man. So what we gotta do is each grab our brush and paint away. God darn it, paint away. And for those that were watching, those that came on, those that peeked in here and there, I want to say thank you. I'm grateful for your watching. Hopefully, we could bring you back, man. And don't forget to follow the channel. You know, if you're coming on late and you haven't seen the whole podcast, you can always go on to the YouTube channel, the 1028 podcast, and watch every one of these episodes. Just go into the live tab. You click on it, you can watch every one of these things. So go out there, do something beautiful. The world's counting on you, and we're out, man. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye. See you later.